Scout automobile, welcome to back. Close your eyes and imagine a machine that does not belong to the ordinary timeline of automobiles. A machine that feels like it was taken from a future where raw muscle never died, where speed was not tamed by silence, and where design still had aggression in its soul. This is not just a car, this is a concept reborn from an era of legends. This is the 2026 Plymouth Road Runner concept, a vision that blends old-school American muscle identity with futuristic engineering and modern aerodynamic intelligence. Now picture the scene slowly. At first there is darkness. Then a faint metallic reflection appears under a single spotlight. The rear of the machine reveals itself first. The back design stands bold, wide, and deeply muscular. The tail section is carved like it has been sculpted by wind itself over years of simulation. The rear stance is aggressive, sitting low to the ground, with a wide track posture that gives it the feeling of being planted like a predator ready to leap. The taillights stretch horizontally, glowing in a sharp signature that looks like a warning line across the night. In the center of the rear, the Road Runner emblem sits proudly, not just as a badge, but as a statement of identity. Dual exhaust outlets sit deep inside a diffuser-style bumper, each pulse of imagined engine sound echoing like thunder trapped in metal lungs. The back is not just design, it is emotion. It feels like it is waiting for ignition. The body lines flow upward from the rear bumper into sculpted fenders, creating a sense of motion even while standing still. The paint finish reflects light like liquid metal, shifting between dark graphite and electric silver depending on angle. Every curve at the back tells you one thing: this machine does not follow roads, it dominates them. Now the camera slowly rotates to the back left side. From this angle, the car reveals its true athletic proportions. The rear wheel arches are extremely wide, almost exaggerated, giving it the stance of a drag strip monster mixed with circuit precision. The tire setup is massive, performance-focused, low-profile, designed for maximum grip and explosive acceleration. The rear quarter panel carries subtle aerodynamic vents, not just for styling but for airflow management, cooling the imagined hybrid performance system inside. The back left angle shows how the roofline gently slopes like a fast-moving bullet. It is not a boxy muscle car of the past, but a refined aerodynamic evolution. The glass is tinted dark, merging seamlessly into the bodywork, giving a stealth-like appearance. The door handle is hidden, flush with the body, reinforcing the futuristic identity of the design. Now slowly shift to the back right side. From this perspective, symmetry becomes power. The car looks equally aggressive from both sides, but here you can notice how the light catches the curves differently. The reflections travel along the body like waves. The rear fender bulge looks more pronounced here, emphasizing power distribution and rear wheel dominance. The stance suggests that this machine is engineered for straight-line fury, but refined enough for corner precision. The back right wheel sits deep under the arch, almost like it is ready to tear through asphalt. You can imagine the tire gripping the road so hard that the surface itself feels pressured. The exhaust note from this angle would sound deeper, more resonant, echoing into open space, like a controlled explosion. Now the scene transitions forward. The camera moves along the body line from rear to front, and now we arrive at the front section. The front design of the 2026 Plymouth Road Runner concept is where aggression meets futuristic intelligence. The nose is low, sharp, and wide. It feels like the car is always leaning forward, even at rest. The headlights are narrow and angular, with LED matrix technology forming a signature light pattern that resembles a focused stare. It is not friendly, it is not soft, it is alert and dominant. The grille is bold, slightly recessed, with an illuminated outline that gives the impression of breathing energy. Air intakes are carved into the front bumper with precision, guiding airflow into cooling channels that would support a high-performance powertrain. The hood is long and sculpted with dual power bulges, a tribute to classic muscle heritage but redesigned for aerodynamic efficiency. From the front, the car looks like it is ready to attack the horizon. The stance is low, the chin almost touching the ground, creating a sense of speed even when stationary. The front splitter extends outward like a blade cutting through wind resistance. Now rotate slowly to the front left side. This angle reveals the perfect balance between muscle and modernity. The front left wheel is slightly turned, showing off the aggressive alloy design. The rims are complex, multi-spoke, engineered for both cooling and performance stability. The brake pads sit behind them in a bold color accent, hinting at extreme stopping power. The front left fender carries subtle aerodynamic sculpting, channeling air along the sides of the vehicle. The side mirrors are compact, aerodynamic, almost camera-like in shape, reducing drag and enhancing futuristic styling. The door line flows smoothly, like a single stroke of design mastery. The shoulder line runs from the front headlight all the way to the rear taillight, connecting the entire body in one continuous motion language. Now move to the front right side. Here the design symmetry continues, but light interaction changes everything. The front right headlight appears sharper due to reflection contrast. The hood bulges seem more dramatic from this side. The air intake geometry looks deeper, almost like it is pulling air aggressively even while still. The wheel stance again shows dominance. The car looks like it is slightly crouched forward, as if waiting for a signal to launch. Every angle from the front right perspective reinforces the idea that this is not just transportation, but performance sculpture. Now slowly move inside, in the interior of the 2026 Plymouth Road Runner concept. The moment you step inside, the world outside fades. The cabin is designed like a cockpit rather than a traditional car interior. The dashboard is fully digital, wrapping slightly around the driver in a curved display architecture. The instrument cluster is holographic inspired, projecting speed, torque and navigation data in a layered visual format. The steering wheel is thick, flat-bottomed and performance-oriented, wrapped in premium material with embedded control interfaces. Every button feels intentional, minimal, and focused on driving engagement. Paddle shifters sit behind the wheel, metallic and sharp, ready for instant response. The seats are deep bucket-style racing seats, designed to hold the body tightly during acceleration. They are covered in a combination of leather and suede-like performance fabric, stitched with contrast lines that reflect the exterior aggression. The seating position is low, making the driver feel connected directly to the road. The center console is minimalistic yet advanced. Instead of clutter, it offers a floating touchscreen interface that controls driving modes, performance settings and vehicle dynamics. There is a sense of purity here, no unnecessary distractions, only driving focus. Ambient lighting runs across the cabin in subtle strips, changing color depending on drive mode. In sport mode, the glow turns aggressive red. In cruise mode, it softens into cool blue tones. The entire cabin feels alive, responding to the mood of the machine. Now imagine the dashboard in motion. The digital cluster animates with startup sequences. The Road Runner emblem appears at ignition, followed by performance diagnostics. The system hums with readiness. You can almost hear the electronic heartbeat syncing with an imaginary V8 hybrid performance system beneath the hood. The engine concept of this machine is not just about power, it is about character. Imagine a modern twin-turbocharged V8 hybrid system, engineered to deliver brutal acceleration while maintaining advanced efficiency control. The sound profile is deep, guttural and controlled. At idle, it whispers power. At acceleration, it roars like a storm breaking silence. Now step back outside the interior vision and return to the exterior journey. The rear again comes into focus, because this car always feels complete when viewed from behind. The taillights pulse like energy veins. The diffuser channels air aggressively. The dual exhausts sit like artillery barrels ready to fire sound waves into the atmosphere. The Road Runner badge remains the emotional anchor of the entire design. Back left again. The stance still looks dominant. The wheel arches still look stretched with power. The body still feels like it is ready to launch. The reflections still dance like electricity across the surface. Back right again. Symmetry and aggression remain perfectly balanced. The car feels alive even when motionless, as if it is waiting for a command from the driver. Now imagine this machine on the road. On a straight highway at night, the 2026 Plymouth Road Runner concept does not just move, it dominates space. The headlights cut through darkness like laser beams. The exhaust note echoes across empty roads. The acceleration feels endless, as if physics has been slightly negotiated. In corners, the suspension tightens, the body remains controlled, and the tires grip with precision. Despite its muscle identity, it behaves like a modern performance machine engineered with intelligence. And yet, beyond all specifications and imagined engineering, what truly defines this concept is emotion. It is nostalgia reborn. It is the memory of classic American muscle reimagined for a future audience. It is a bridge between raw mechanical passion and futuristic design philosophy. This is not just a car that you see, this is a car that you feel. Scout Automobile. Thanks for watching.